how many times has a client said to you in a meeting, look, this is what I want. Can you provide this for me? And you're going sitting there, I have no fucking idea how I'm going to do this. But you said, yes, we can. We're going to make it happen. How many times does that happen where you figure out after the fact how you're going to do it? First, you secure the contract.
A lot. Well, it went better after we were more established as a business. But I remember in the beginning, there was this one client and they wanted to do a big online platform. Mind you, at the time, it was me. It was Ben, we also know, and we had one sort of all-round marketing guy who could do a bit of Google marketing, who could do a bit of social media, and he could do a little bit of web building. But web building, I mean, he knew HTML, basically. And so this client comes up and says, can you build me this gigantic web portal that is connected to all of my back office and with e-commerce in there and websites and everything? And we were like, oh yeah, sure, we can build that out for you. When we went back into the car, we were like, what have we done? I mean, there's no way we can build this. But then, and that's the good thing about being an entrepreneur, we always call this the Fata Morgana principle. Mm-hmm. That is, you create this almost impossible job for yourself. And then you just start to become very creative because the pressure is on, and then you just have to find a way on how you're going to deliver. And that's been a lot of fun. By the way, we delivered the web shop, but it was many times that we had done that. Of course, over the years, when we were more, how would I say, we had found our niche where we were good at. That started to change, of course. So we could very confidently say to our clients, yeah, we can do this. And we knew we could do it. And we knew they wouldn't find anyone else who could do it better than we could do it. In fact, we could go to our clients and say, you're actually doing a lazy job at this. So let us handle it because we know it's going to be better because we knew we had the right people. We knew we had the expertise. So,
Steve Jobs used to do that. Steve Jobs, he wasn't that much of an actual designer. He just had the ideas. And he would go to his people in Apple and be like, look, in X amount of time, I want that. And then they all would go, that's impossible. And he said, well, make it possible. And that's basically exactly what you just described.
Yes, I always liked that position a bit because I was always more on the commercial side of things and on the strategy side, so to say. So usually at the end of each year, I would make up my new business plan, which had these crazy ambitious goals. Mm-hmm. I know that they were pretty ambitious, and you know, if we would get there, it would be just, I don't know, crazy, basically. But we often got there because, you know, having these ambitions, and the hardest thing is actually trying to convey that to the whole team. Mm-hmm. And making sure that they all follow. Because I could always see when I was giving these presentations with the goals of next year, there's some people who are already getting pumped up and getting very excited. I could see in the crowd they're like, yeah, let's do this. And then there's of course some people who are like, all right, yeah, maybe. I mean, we've done crazy stuff like that in the past, so why not again this time? And then there's of course the people who are on their cell phone and they're like, yeah, whatever. I'm
just here to get paid, you know.
And that's the hard part, you know. How do you get those people along? And yeah, I mean, companies are all about culture. It's about having that culture. We had a strong culture, which was, we called it a family. We were all there, all for each other, and but we had a very work hard, play hard culture, and that was really the thing. And in a way, it has set us apart from many other companies, because you know, I visit a lot of companies, and we had something quite special in that sense. And I think to a certain extent Apple had the same thing, or has the same thing. Although when I read about Steve Jobs, his manners and the way he would do it, I think that's that's a different style.
I think that's something that you could only get away with in that era. I think if you tried to run a company that way in this current climate, you would not succeed.
I don't think it would work today.
And I think that applies to a lot of the people that we put on the pedestal from the past. A lot of our heroes. It's kind of like, they were amazing people, but try doing that in this current climate. Like, things have changed. You could get away with a bunch of stuff back then if you look at some of the greats. Even not just in entrepreneurship, but also in sports and entertainment and everything. You could just straight up treat people like shit, and as long as you got results, nobody cared. Do you need help making better decisions in your life? Are you lacking self-confidence and motivation to get things done? Hire me today and get a direct daily line of communication with me through video chat and audio messages. I operate on a week-to-week basis, so no long-term investment is required. 7 straight days of Viking advice will get you right on track. Email me at lorenz.dries@gmail.com and change your reality. I'm ready whenever you are. See you soon.